This just arrived in the mail and I thought we could open it together. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. Margaret threw in a little gift for me here. It's an eye mask. Right? An eye mask. Thank you, Margaret. She always sends some lovely samples, and this is, I'm not sure what this is. Let's see. Oh, it's the fragrance beige. Oh wow, it's really pretty. It's a floral scent. I'll have to put the notes below, but it's a very gentle floral fragrance. And then we have an exfoliating gel. I have not tried this yet. And their eye makeup remover is very good, so I've tried this. I'm always happy to get a sample of it. We have a cleansing foam. This is also a really great cleanser, and I love these samples to travel with. Oh, we have a sample of the LeBlanc foaming cleanser. I have not tried this one. And then we have a gel to oil cleanser, which I also have never tried, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a go. Okay, and these are all the items I purchased. You can see that there are 3 Le Beige products, and then I did order a blush for my one eye, one cheek, one lip. So that's for that. And then I ordered one of the nail polishes. I don't think I've had a Chanel nail polish in a while, so let's go ahead and get into these. This is one of the things I was most excited about because it is a deeper shade in the Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. So the packaging looks similar to the other shade. And then it comes with a little plastic lid here. Oh, that's a really beautiful shade. I'm very hopeful for this. Actually, this reminds me of something else that I have, so we will definitely do some swatches. Here we have the swatch of the bronzer, the new shade. I've got it swatched next to the original bronzer now. Here we have the original shade next to the new shade. So there's quite a difference here. And this one barely shows up on me, so I feel like this one's a much better choice. It reminds me a bit of the Westman Atelier in Truffle, so we're gonna go ahead and swatch that. So here's Westman Atelier Truffle versus the new Chanel. This shade just is slightly cooler. There's a little bit of a gray tone in here compared to this one right here. I thought I'd show you Biscuit just because I have it, and in case you were wondering just what the comparison is. It's gonna look a lot different, but let's just take a look. So here is Westman Atelier Biscuit, Westman Atelier Truffle, Chanel Original, and then the new deeper shade by Chanel. And although this one is not a bronzer, although I do use this as a bronzer, so I thought I would show it to you side by side. And actually I have a video coming up where I feature this as a bronzer. So this might help too in case you are more rich in your skin tone and you wear this shade. You can kind of see the comparison of this, again, deep in the Water Fresh tint versus the bronzer. And then another one that I thought of that you might want to look at against that is the Chantecaille Radiance Gel Bronzer. I know this one's not a cream, but it does dry down very similarly to these. So here is the Chantecaille bronzer. A little bit more orange in here compared to this. So I think the most comparable actually are the Truffle by Westman Atelier and the Chantecaille here. It's kind of actually a combination of these two. There's a little bit more orange in here, a little bit more gray, but if you were to combine these two, you'd end up with something more similar to this. Next up, we have Intense. It comes in the velvet case. I thought it was going to be a little bit more brown, but it looks like it has some kind of greenish olive tones in there. That immediately makes me think of Blurry Green, so we'll take that one out for sure. This first shade here appears to have more individual particles. It's like a satin with some shimmer. This one also appears to be more of a satin with some shimmer. And this one doesn't have as much of a reflective quality as the other ones. This one looks a little bit more even, and this one is a little bit more even appearing. We'll have to see once I apply them though. And I thought we would swatch against Blurry Green. We have Blurry Green here and the new palette here. Immediately though, I felt that this was a bit more creamy than this, although there was nothing wrong with this. It just texture-wise felt a little bit creamier. These shades look similar, although there's a little bit more of a peachy pinky tone. And then this appears as it would be similar to this, but there is much more of a bluish tone. It's a little bit more gray over here, but more of a greenish bluish hue here. And then this one is much cooler than any of these over here. I feel like seeing them side by side, it is a different palette though than Blurry Green. This next one is the Healthy Glow Natural Eyeshadow Palette in Tender. And here are the shades. Oh, it's a little bit peachier than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a little bit more pink, but we'll have to try it on and see how it goes. But on me, it might look a little bit more pink, so we'll have to try them. So taking a look at these, we have this shade here, which looks more matte than anything else. And so does this. So I'm not quite sure if there's that much of a reflective quality on either one of these. At least right off the bat, I'm not seeing it. Then we have this one, which is more of an even kind of reflective quality. The particles look very similar in size. This one, however, is very dispersed, and the particles of shimmer are very distinct, much different than this shade right here. And this one looks like it has a beautiful satin finish on it. We'll compare this to 268. This is the one that immediately came to mind because of all of the pinks. This is the one that I have probably used the least out of all of my Chanel palettes, but we will compare these. We've got 362 over here and then the new palette over here. You can see they are very different. There's much more of a peachy tone to this overall palette versus this. This is a little bit cooler. There's more of a difference between this and this versus the other palettes that I just compared. This one was really creamy compared to this. So I don't know if it was just my palettes, but I did notice more of a difference this time between the two. Very, very different palettes though, even though they might remind me of each other. I think they were very different. We have a new Rouge Coco Flash in 164 Flame. It's a little bit of like a rosy berry tone. So this shade kind of reminded me of the Chantecaille Lip Veil in Rock Rose. So here's Rock Rose, which is cooler than the one that I just swatched from Chanel in Flame. It also reminded me of the Chantecaille Lip Veil in Acacia. And here is the Lip Veil in Acacia by Chantecaille versus Chanel's Flame. These are very similar looking, but there's just a bit more vibrance, a little bit more warmth here compared to Acacia. Then I've got a couple of Lip Chics by Chantecaille. I know a lot of Chantecaille lip colors here, but this is in Tea Rose. And here's the shade Tea Rose versus Flame. Again, more subdued, understated, a little bit cooler. And then another Lip Chic by Chantecaille. This one's in Bourbon Rose. And although this one is warmer, it's still not as warm or as opaque as Flame. And then I was waiting for your response on the blush that you want to see for one eye, one cheek, one lip, and many of you still want to see Chanel blushes. I just wasn't sure how you felt about it, so thank you for chiming in. I picked up shade 71. That's pretty. I do see a little bit of shimmer in there, so we're gonna have to see how it goes, but I really like the tone. It's got a little bit of warmth to it, but nice and vibrant at the same time. And this is the nail color in 897 Golden Sand. I loved this color because it had warmth to it, but it's not too warm. I think it's just the perfect amount, so I'm really excited to try this. So there's an overview of my haul. Let me know if there are any other comparisons that you would like to see. Of course, I will be filming looks with all of these things. The blush I'm going to save for the one eye, one cheek, one lip, but I am going to be filming now an eye look using at least 3 of the items, and then I'll film another eye look. So make sure to stay tuned in case you'd like to see everything. Again, let me know what other comparisons you'd like to see because I can weave them into future videos. Thank you so much for watching.